Yeah, Matt, and this is Credit with Maddie. If you clicked on this video, it's probably to learn what you need to do in order to get to an 800 credit score. So after watching this video, you should have three main takeaways. One, just what an 800 credit score looks like. So what accounts are added, what accounts are subtracted. Two, what things you need to maybe take away or are not benefiting your credit in the way that maybe you thought they were. So maybe a couple myths could be busted inside this video. Then three, the specific things that you are lacking on your credit profile that need to now be added in order for you to hit that 800 credit score. So that should be your takeaways. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of this video. Ideal credit profile checklist. So if you guys are looking like, how do I get that 800 credit score? What does that look like? How much building do you have to actually do to your credit report to be that 800 credit profile person? So this is what an 800 credit profile looks like, right? So card utilization 0% to 10% per individual card, meaning that you don't have any credit cards that go over 10% of their total limit. So if your credit card has a $5,000 limit, you would not be spending more than $500 or reporting more than $500 on your statement balance. That is how you have that's how you keep your credit card utilization 10% or less. And that would be the same. So if you had a $10,000 card, it'd be $1,000 less. This is why it's very important to have higher limits, because that amount of money, it's a percentage, not just the amount of money, right? So you might look at it as a normal person thinking, okay, what's the difference between me having $1,000 on a $1,000 credit card or me having $1,000 on a $10,000 credit card? I have $1,000 of debt, right? But the difference on your credit score is that $1,000 from a 10,000 credit card is only showing 10%, right? But the $1,000 on a $1,000 credit card is 100% utilization. So that 100% is going to tank your score. That 10% is going to keep you good. So make sure that you're out here getting those high limit credit cards. So total credit limit $40,000 to $80,000 across all three cards. So this across three or more cards, right? So the sum of all of it, right? So if you have three credit cards, all with $20,000 limits on them, that'd be $60,000 total credit limit between all of them. So $40,000 to $80,000, that's kind of the optimal range. If you get higher than that, you can sometimes get rejected for other credit cards when you go to apply due to already having too much credit. So that's why this $40,000 to $80,000 range is kind of the optimal range for somebody to be in, so that they can go and apply and get a new credit card if they need to, whether they need to put, some kind of expense on a 0% interest credit card. They're just looking for a sign-up bonus to maybe help them with a future travel plan that they have in a few months. You want to sit in kind of this $40,000 to $80,000 range. You can call and reduce limits on credit cards you aren't using as well to help you get to that spot. And then obviously you can call and up the credit card limits, recommended every 6 months, to make sure that all of your credit cards get up to those higher overall credit limits. Total accounts, you want 10 total accounts at least, ideally even more than that. But what we're talking about, so an account, that's like your credit card, that's a personal loan, that's a mortgage, anything that's showing up on your credit profile is an account. So you want to have at least 10 of those. And then ideally your average age is 2 or more years across your credit profile. It's very, very hard if your average age is less than 2 years to have an 800 credit score. You have to really, really optimize to hit that spot. So kind of that 2 years. So if you don't take out any credit and wait 2 years, right, your average age is going to be at least 2 years. That's going to help boost up your score and get you up into that 800 range. These are a list of tier 1 banks. So these are all the banks that you want to get credit cards with. These are much more reputable banks. These banks help you get funding in the future, because other banks, so Citibank would be much more likely to give you funding if you already have a Chase credit card than if you have a credit card with like Credit One, Synchrony Bank, maybe a credit union to come through. So you want to build and get credit cards with these major banks to help you get more credit cards in the future with other banks. Personal loans, 2 personal loans or more, that's like kind of the optimal spot to be at. So student loans count for this as well. So 2 or more personal loans on your credit profile auto loans, you're going to want an auto loan that you're paying. So, a car that you have leased out, one of those on your file, a mortgage, so own your home. All those are going to help you get more funding and stuff and build up your credit report up to that 800 mark. And then obviously for late payments, collections, derogatory marks, if you have any of these, you're not going to have an 800 credit score, right? So these are all going to be getting removed in your credit repair process. Recent inquiries, you're going to drop about 5 points for every inquiry you get. So you want to have none of those within the last 6 months. After a year, they do not affect your credit score anymore, but they will still show up for 2 total years on your credit report. So just so you're aware, after a year, they aren't affecting your credit report, dropping your score anymore, but they will stay on there for 2 years. And then new credit accounts. So if you open an account anytime in the last 6 months, that's going to give you a hit. It's also going to drop that average age. We're talking about 2+ years up here. So if you guys are wondering where you're lacking inside of this, hopefully this is helping you to understand when we go through the credit builder process, what things you're already lacking so that you can get the best overall credit profile that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and if it was something that you felt like you got value from, you want more content like this, then I have started a school community, SKOOL community, where I help teach people how to fix their credit, how to build up to an 800 credit score, and how to get $100,000 or more of no doc, 0% interest business funding. I have a 1 hour office hour that I have every single week that you can ask me questions there, and we actually will fix your credit for you if you are a member of that community. So meaning we will remove inquiries, charge-offs, collections, bankruptcies, any of those negative remarks. We will fight and dispute those things for you. So if that sounds like something that you could get value from, you can click the link in the bio and join the community, and you can get started today learning more and getting more educated in the credit and business funding space.